Which property is the most scarce in Dubai? Which developer companies are in the top? What do real experienced investors hunt for and what do they make their biggest profit on? I will tell you about this today in this video, friends, so that you can better navigate the Dubai real estate market, and of course I will tell you what to pay attention to, and in the very near future. Hello everyone, Daniel is with you from the City of Dreams, the City of Dubai. This topic is dictated by the latest launches, the latest regular launches of the largest developers in Dubai. In Dubai, there are 3 of the largest developers, 3 state-owned developer companies, which are master companies, that is, they develop the territory of entire neighborhoods. On these 3 whales, the entire real estate in the Bay Area is held, so to speak. Some companies. This is, of course, the Emaar company, which, among other things, built the Burj Khalifa. This is a company on the hill, which is the largest project, that is the bulk islands of Palm de Mera, and the third company is a Mirage. By the way, the starts that one of them thundered is the Central Park and shot a review on it that built a Mirage. The biggest thing she built, well, the most iconic is Blue Waters Island. And here, too, opposite GBR Beach, where the largest Ferris wheel is their handiwork. A lot of other smaller projects, that is, the Meraas company is so much more modest. These 3 companies' projects are the most competitive, queues are lining up for them, so that just to get the right to buy real estate from them for money, you need to literally win the lottery. They arrange intricate techniques on how to make a drawing in such a way that, well, give more or less equal right to everyone who wants to take advantage of this unique opportunity to purchase real estate from them. To be honest, it comes to the point of absurdity, that is, due to the fact that, well, 1,500 lots are being applied for, tens of thousands of applications are being submitted by those wishing to purchase. This is me telling the story about the latest launch from the Meraas center of the park, another cluster of their project in the Jumeirah area opposite downtown Oak. Very cool low-rise buildings. Why is there such a shortage? Well, because firstly, the projects are unique. Well, that is, to build up, as I said, entire neighborhoods with their own infrastructure is very thoughtful, and other developers besides these state ones do not do this. The rest is spot construction. By the way, what else is Meraas? For example, this is the Creek Harbor area. This is such a modern progressive area, where the future high-rise tower of the Creek Tower will stand, and maybe it won't, by the way, because it is currently frozen. And there they have, for example, centralized parking underground, hidden parking levels there, and the houses are simply put on top. And it turns out that there is no such thing that every house has its own parking. She's basically all hidden underneath. That is, these modern solutions are, of course, very cool. This is the first reason that these are such grandiose projects. The second reason for the scarcity and such demand is that Dubai regulates prices and restrains them in order to avoid explosive growth. If we compare prices here in Dubai to other world economic centers, to other world capitals, then of course Dubai has a place to grow. I am not moving very inexpensive, so naturally it is growing now, especially after the pandemic recession. And only to avoid explosive growth, which may be followed by an adjustment of stagnation, which naturally will not please investors. To do this, Dubai restrains this growth and allows state-owned real estate developers only there to systematically increase prices a little bit. For example, I talked with a representative of Meraas. He tells me that we have the right to raise prices by no more than 3% from the launch of the launch, although again, well, it is obvious that price regulation of demand is the most market mechanism. That is, if they have 10,000 applications for 180 slots there, but it was just to increase prices or make auctions, and then everyone would really buy. But you can't say that. We are afraid that the market may overheat now due to this, and now each launcher is only 3%, but if we calculate that they actually have a new lawn every month, so there is already about 20% growth there in a year. Well, actually, at this level, it is now approximately obtained and held by state regulators here in Dubai. Well, since the market is ready to pay more for this property, since it is sold at a slightly lower price, it means that there will be such a frenzied demand, and basically this demand is of course speculative. That is, investors enter there, who then resell. It seems like it turns out that these developers have the most inexpensive real estate, despite the fact that it's not the best there, but okay, the most noticeable. So it turns out it is most profitable to remove it? No friends, there is practically no chance to buy you directly from the developer, as I have already said. It's such a lottery. And in fact, if you look for an offer well in the objects of these developers, then you are already 100% likely to run into the secondary market, for resale. Those investors who are buying up floors there are projects where, well, first of all, investors are launched, who chooses floors, who concludes wholesale deals. But there are projects where there is nothing left for retail. That is, after everyone who wants to complete their floors, and as a result, further these projects are put up for sale already with their walrus, that is, already at the market price. And so here the price does not seem so magical, attractive. When initially there is such a rush that investors sometimes already start to get impudent, and already wind up more. You will still pay the market price if you take it as an end user. Take it for yourself or as a private investor to come to the market, choose something for yourself and buy it. That is, as if not waiting there for a whole year without submitting a bunch of applications. I have a friend who says, well, more precisely, my client, with whom I am working now. He says, before that I tried to snatch Central Park into 3 agencies, I worked with 3 agencies in short. Each of them created several applications. We submitted to these auctions and in the end did not snatch anything. Well, Rafiq says, I still have to pay my money, I will still hang around the thresholds. Well, that's the market. And here is the 4th developer company in Dubai, which breathes into the backs of these 3 whales. This is DAMAC company. She is a private developer. Generally speaking, this is not a construction company at all in the sense that they hire contractors for all their projects, but developers who are more engaged in design. Due to this, they have the most beautiful projects, the most thoughtful design, and they can afford to launch a lot of diverse objects. But these projects are really iconic. I've been covering a lot of their launches lately. By the way, they are building such huge areas, including large ones. The small floor of the development of townhouses is the Houses of Lagoons. The most well-known is now relevant. That's where you can come and buy, but only thing you need to fuss in advance. That is, as if when the launcher was already announced there is often nothing to catch either. Now their next launch is scheduled for the 28th of February. It will be the first details have already been announced. It will be a project that they initially encrypted as a chic tower chic tout, and as a result, the Heights channel got its name. High-rises on the canal, that is, there are the tallest 2 towers on the Business Bay Canal. The project is very beautiful. Now they have started accepting applications there. Now you can, if you want to buy there. This is also a bargain purchase. This is a purchase at a more market price. No one there says that it is an undervalued price there, but you can take a successful unit in a successful project at a market price. Its price will rise. In the same way, investors take floors from them, then resell them, too, with a margin. For example, the first tower of the Chef Tower, there are few units available for retail sale, most were sold by floor. And then, just a couple of months later, we already saw investors who launched resales in this tower already there with a margin. Well, let it be fine, let it be 5 to 7%, but they did not make these 5 to 7% from the total amount, but only a 20% initial payment and only there for a couple of months. Therefore, as a result, their walrus amounted to 30 to 50% there in annual terms. As a result, friends, free cheese happens only in a mousetrap. Here are these super profitable offers from the largest developers to get their hard. One of the largest companies where you can actually go to buy is DAMAC. I cover their starts most often. Write to me who needs an announcement of new projects, who needs information on current projects. Daniel was with you from the City of Dreams, the City of Dubai. All for now and until